Lucy, who's a Miami native and very comfortable in her environment in Miami, is sent to New Ulm in the very, very northern parts of America to reconfigure a manufacturing plant to make it more efficient, which essentially means downsizing and laying people off. And she's, you know, pretty all business, cutthroat kind of gal, and she knows her mission, and she goes in with intent to pull it off, and you know, in exchange, receive a huge promotion when she returns to Miami. But she's not quite prepared to be charmed by the people of New Ulm. I play Lucy Hill. She's very type A. She's very goal oriented. She knows what she wants, and she's very particular. She's so ambitious and pretty cutthroat, I'd say. Ted is the local union rep in New Ulm, and the relationship that develops between them. You know, it's they go tete a tete, and neither one of them is willing to raise the white flag. And I think it's a lot of fun to watch, see what happens between the two of them. I laughed when I read the script. I laughed out loud when I read the script. And the opportunity to go and do physical comedy again was just irresistible to me. I enjoy it so much. I have such a good time, you know, figuring out how can we make this funnier? How can this be visually, you know, I don't know, more unusual. How can we make this different? How can it be? You know, I like the surprise of it. I like to discover it as we go along. So when I read the script for New in Town, I thought, oh yeah, I'd love to go and do this. I was ready to go and make a romantic comedy. For selfish purposes, I wanted to go and play. I wanted to laugh. I wanted to do scenes that would make me laugh. I wanted to laugh at night when I was doing my homework, getting prepared. I love, you know, creatively trying to figure out something that might be different, you know, a way to approach something that might be a little bit unexpected. And movies that make you feel good, is there anything better? You know? And this was definitely that. I had a great time working with Harry. I don't think, I mean, everybody on that set did. He just makes it a better place to be and show up, and he's always got a smile. And if there's a guitar on set, he's going to pick it up and write a song that includes everybody on the set, you know? He's a really great guy and so talented. She's so talented. She was a problem on the set every day, trying to keep from laughing while she was doing her takes. I mean, the entire crew was actually challenged in that respect. Everybody's snickering with the things she would come up with. She's just so talented and so funny, and not just on screen. We were a problem, I think, you know, in between takes as well. J.K. Simmons. It's so funny. I met him and I was sitting across from him in the rehearsal, and I was thinking, I know him. And he put on so much weight to play this character that I didn't know he was the same actor as had been in Juno and, you know, countless other things. And I thought, oh, there he is. That's quite a skill, you know, that you know him because he's familiar to you, but you can't place him because he just disappears into everything that he does. He's so talented and a lovely person. He's not one for anything that feels disingenuous, he eliminates that immediately. And anything that might potentially go saccharine, he tends to temper. And I appreciate that, because with romantic comedies, you walk a fine line. You want it to be felt, and you want it to feel, like all about the human story and all of that. But on the other hand, you run the risk of it becoming not believable in some respects, and not with Jonas. Jonas, was very clear about it needing to be honest. I knew cold, or I thought I knew cold. I mean, I'd been stuck in the New York City streets in the winter without my gloves and known it was a mistake as you haul the groceries home, and your knuckles are bright red and you can't unfold your fingers when you come home. Well, if you multiply that times about 2,000, that's just stepping outside in Winnipeg. I had no idea what 57 below feels like. It's a completely different experience. And were it not for the very ugly pantyhose that were laid out in my room every day, I would not be sitting talking with you today. Oh, I hope they laugh. Oh, I do. I hope they laugh. I've seen the trailer and I laughed out loud. I shot some of my favorite scenes that I've ever done. I mean, I don't know how they turn out. I haven't seen them. But I sure loved making them. I loved being stuck in the snow embankment off the side of the road in the car where Lucy's, finally having to come to terms with her imperfections. And, you know, I just loved the experience on a daily basis. It was absolutely ridiculous. The things that we were doing were seemingly impossible and probably unwise. And I loved it. And I hope that it translates. I hope that people walk away with a smile, having laughed, having seen this film.